One of the most popular community days that we've ever had is going to be coming back with a Community Day Classic, and this is going to be one featuring the Pokemon Deino, and it's going to be happening in the month of May. I'm going to be talking about this event and why it matters in this video. Let's get right into it. Hey, how's it going everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon GO video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about a Community Day Classic that is coming in the month of May, and I really do think this is one you will want to pay attention to. Regardless if you already have this Pokemon, whether it's Community Day that you actually participated in the past, I still think this event is going to be worth it. It is going to be featuring the Pokemon Deino, which of course fully evolves into Hydreigon. It is currently one of the best S-tier dark type raid attackers, and there's a lot of PvP involved with this Pokemon, so I will say this is a very important Community Day Classic and you should not miss out on it, even if you already have a Deino, or I should say a Hydreigon that is already maxed out. Why not get yourself a second one? Plus, when it comes to Shiny Deino, this is still a really coveted Pokemon. I think a lot of people still ask for Shiny Deino in trades, so you could stock up on those as well for the upcoming big events like Pokemon Go Fest. So yeah, this is definitely a good one. I really do think you should not miss out on this one. Let's go over the details for this event. May 2026 Community Day Classic featuring the Pokemon Deino is going to be happening on Saturday, May 16 from 2 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. local time. Deino, the irate Pokemon, will be featured during this event. And of course, Deino is going to be appearing a lot more frequently in the wild, and you will have a chance at encountering a shiny one as well as one with a special background. Now, the one thing about the shiny rates is that they are going to be higher than usual. The Community Day rates are a lot higher than most other events, but this time you will be able to get one with a special background. So even if you already have yourself a shiny Deino that you have powered up and all that stuff, you might get lucky again and get one now with a special background. So yeah, do keep that in mind. Now, of course, this is going to be a Community Day, which means there's going to be an exclusive move for the Pokemon that you evolve into. During the event hours until 9 o'clock p.m. local time on the event day, you're going to be able to get the Charge Attack Brutal Swing on Hydreigon, which you evolve from Zweilous, which is of course the evolution for Deino. So if you evolve Deino fully into Hydreigon, you're going to get the Dark type Charge Attack Brutal Swing, and I will say this is one of those moves that absolutely makes this Pokemon relevant. It's a very powerful charge attack for PvP and for raid battles, so don't miss out on that. Now, considering this is a Community Day, there is of course going to be a special research ticket. It's going to cost $1.99 USD, and it's going to give you 3 encounters with Deino with a special background, pretty interesting, and then you're also going to get additional encounters with Deino, as well as a premium battle pass, as well as a rare candy XL. And I think it's interesting that they've been kind of reworking these Community Day special research tickets because it's been more about the special backgrounds. I feel like this is how they've been trying to keep these events relevant, but I don't necessarily know if it's doing enough. But at the very least, if you want a Deino with a special background guaranteed, you could pay $1.99 and get yourself 3 of them from this event ticket. And of course, there's also going to be event bonuses and a whole bunch of other goodies related to this event. During the event hours, you're going to get 3 times the amount of experience whenever you catch Pokemon. Incense, excluding the daily adventure incense, is going to last for 3 hours. You're going to get additional spawns from taking snapshots of Pokemon, and lure modules will last for 1 hour and may attract the featured Pokemon. Speaking of lure modules, this is something they've been doing recently, but between 2 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. local time, so for the extended hours, if you use lure modules, you'll be getting the Community Day Pokemon from those lure modules, and they will have an increased shiny chance and have a special background. This means that if you miss out on the original event hours from 2 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m., you'll still be able to get the Community Day Pokemon Deino and the shiny form, and some with a special background, until 9 o'clock p.m. using lure modules. So yeah, do keep that in mind. Even if you're going to miss the event, you should still consider going somewhere with a lot of lures and hope for the best. That's one of the ways you can get an extended duration for this Community Day. And also finally, there's going to be field research tasks that will award you with Deino, and I will say this is one of the most understated aspects of community days as of late. It kind of makes these community days kind of like a limited research day on top of being a community day, and it's a great way for you to pick up high IV shinies and even those with a special background. Now, one thing I will mention regarding Hydreigon is that unfortunately this is not a Pokemon that will get a Mega Evolution in the future, at least for right now. With all of the Mega Evolutions that were recently introduced to the Pokemon franchise with Pokemon Legends CA, they skipped out on Hydreigon, which I think was very disappointing because there's always been a lot of fan concepts for a Mega Hydreigon. This is a very popular pseudo-legendary. A lot of people like the design of it having 3 heads and it being a flying dragon. You know, I think a lot of people really wanted this one to get a Mega Evolution, but unfortunately it's never gonna get one, at least for right now. But at the very least, Hydreigon is still a very powerful Pokemon. Like I mentioned before, it is still considered like an S-tier Dark-type raid attacker. I do think there is a lot of reasons for why you would want to get this Pokemon, especially because the Community Day move is actually pretty good for this Pokemon. It makes it quite good for raid battles and also in certain PvP situations as well. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. I think this is definitely a great opportunity, especially for newer players who weren't around for the original Deino Community Day. I think this is a great way for them to pick up a very valuable shiny and also a very powerful Pokemon for raid battles. But yeah. Now, the one thing I will say is that when it comes to community days, I did say this the last time I talked about community days, that it doesn't feel like community days have been kept up to date. Of course, we also have, I believe it's Lechonk getting a community day. Yeah, it just, maybe this is going to be a little bit more exciting than your average community day or community day classic, but I do feel like community days are in a bit of a decline. And especially when it comes to community day classics, I know that these are meant to be kind of like a I don't know, like a retro, kind of like a repeat community day from something in the past, and they have been quite popular considering that a lot of people who play nowadays probably were not around for those original community days, but I feel like they could do more. Maybe they don't have to do anything for Community Day Classics, but at the very least for regular community days, I think there does need to be some changes because, yeah, in the month of May, doesn't really seem that exciting. Even with this Deino Community Day Classic, it doesn't feel like there's a lot going on. And what's the other community day? Well, it's Lechonk, and I have heard no buzz around that Pokemon getting a community day. No one's really caring about it. So yeah, certainly I think there's a lot of things that Niantic could do because community days have always been kind of like a staple event in Pokemon GO. It's always like a monthly thing and something that players, well, at least used to, really look forward to, but lately it hasn't felt that way. But yeah, at the very least, we're getting Deino Community Day Classic. If you do not have this one, you should definitely participate. It's a really solid Pokemon. I still use Hydreigon to this day, so yeah. But anyway, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Definitely share your thoughts regarding this Community Day Classic down below. Are you excited for the return of Deino Community Day? Do you feel like this is one of those Community Day Classics where people really have to go all out? Or do you feel like you're going to skip this one for one reason or another? Definitely share those thoughts in the comments, and yeah, let's have a great discussion. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and you want to support my channel, best way you could do that is by hitting the like button for this video. And also, make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. And also, make sure you turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. Also, check out the links in the description below. One of them is to my Patreon page. It's another way you could support my channel. If you decide to become a paid Patreon member, I'm actually going to add you to my Pokemon GO friends list. So yeah, if you want to play Pokemon GO with me, you could do that by becoming a Patreon member. So definitely go and check that out. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, have yourself a great rest of the week, and make sure you love yourself today. And I'll catch you all later.